What's up? This is The Violent Casket, home to Lane Mercedes. You can check me out at Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube, all at The Violent Casket, all one word. We subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. We are doing the series that we do every single week. This is the weekly comic book review. Every single week for the last 3 years, I sit down with you guys, and there's a system. So every Wednesday, we get the books from a local comic shop. Then we read them, we bag and board them, we take photos in the light box. They go over mini write-ups over on Instagram at The Violent Casket. And then I sit down with you guys on Twitch and YouTube, and we talk about them. We go indies, Marvel, DC. We rate them each 1 through 10, and then give you a top 5 or 3, depending on how big the pull list is that week. If you've been watching my videos, you know that my pull lists are shrinking. I'm selling off a majority of my collection, and I am downsizing what I'm doing. Affordability wise, space wise, I'm moving out. There's probably going to be a solid first 2 or 3 weeks of the year. I'm probably not going to be able to make videos. I'm not going to have a space to do it. I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm just going to be on the move a lot. So hopefully the channel continues. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's been a great 3 years. It was something that got me through the pandemic, something that I was working a deadbeat job and I was miserable. I was working every day, and this was my saving grace. So with that being said, I'm going to enjoy the reviews I can do, and let's get into them. So we're going to start off with indies. We're going to start off with Boom Studios. We're going to start off with a book that I've been waiting for. And while it was good, it definitely wasn't on the same level as its predecessor. So if you know anything about my channel and the books that I've been in with, like I've just been committed to. Something is Killing the Children from James Tynion, as well as House of Slaughter, and all of that stuff. Book of Slaughter came out last year. It was a special. It was really good. And it gave us so much information about the lore of the universe that we had not gotten yet. So now we have Book of Butcher. This is the A cover, Book of Butcher. Really awesome storyline featuring this character and her evolution, which I've really enjoyed. And I like how we've been getting bits and pieces of her throughout all the stories. We got a lot of background story, but not as much about the order as much as the world. So the different types of monsters was broken down, and the way they spawn and the way fear introduces stuff, and like the history of dragons and the lineage of the Butcher line and all sorts of really interesting stuff like that, which I thought was actually pretty interesting. I just wish there was a little bit more graphic to it. There wasn't as much illustration on those informational pages. There was like photos and stuff, but like not like small little, unless I missed it, things. Like I felt like there were so many details in the previous Book of Slaughter, but the Book of Butcher was good. It was awesome. So if you're fundamentally into this series, this is a necessary book for going forward. I'm gonna give this, I think I gotta give it an 8. I think I gotta give it an 8 just for what it is and what it contributes to the series. Okay, then we move on to, also Boom Studios, issue 115 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is a variant cover. This is part of Darkest Hour, and this has been my favorite issue of Darkest Hour yet. I think that all the different plot lines and storylines lined up very nicely, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I don't want to spoil too much because this is like a very easily spoiled, like I do spoilers on here, but this is like, the spoilers are just too much. They would give away the whole thing, and there's so many of them that I just want to just kind of I'll talk about one thing and then it will leave out something else and then it'll make it seem like it's something that it's not. Awesome storyline, awesome event. I'm really having a blast with this. I can't wait to see where they go with it. Really good stuff. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. Moving on to Marvel, we have issue 4, and I believe it's the final issue, which I hope it's not, but I believe it is. And this is the A cover for Predator vs. Wolverine. And I liked the end here. I liked how we brought it to a full circle with bringing the Predator to the X-Men and Wolverine trying to do it on his own, and the X-Men, as always, stepping in and helping him and taking out this Predator. And I thought it was awesome. Not taking out, but he ran away. But I thought it was awesome. I thought that it was a real full circle moment. I think this all 4 issues can be standalone issues, in my opinion. This issue, though, took it from many different aspects and time periods and kind of told a really detailed tale. Like, you could have just sold this issue as like a one-shot, made it a little bit bigger, and put some of like the bits and pieces from the first issue, and that's it. Like, explaining like their first altercation and a little bit of like a montage of other altercations, and then just have this story, and it would have been an easy, oversized one shot. Could have been amazing. But the series, great. This issue, great. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Then we have issue 3 of the Sensational She-Hulk A cover. This was a really great issue. I love this run. I love the previous run. I love Rainbow Rowell's handling of She-Hulk. Think it's great. I thought this was fantastic. I had a blast. I think She-Hulk was this week in comics, She-Hulk kicked ass. Not just in this issue, but in something else. But in this issue, I'm going to give this a 7.5, almost an 8. I think it was great. And then moving on to issue 14 of Miles Morales variant cover, where She-Hulk was a great cameo guest appearance or whatever, where she went full lawyer in the middle of defending the city, and was incredible. That was an awesome scene. Spider-Man was great in that, Peter Parker. And then the rest of the issue was just really well balanced and a lot of fun. The ending, familiar faces. I really, really love Miles Morales Spider-Man, and I'm so upset that it took me until like last year to really read it. This is such a good character. He's handled so well. I love it. This book is an easy 7.5. I don't want to give it an 8 because I wanted to like layer some things. But moving on to DC, issue 4, The Flash. A cover. Interesting story. It just gets weirder and weirder, but I think the selling point where we're getting like the payoff is gonna be good. Like, I could feel it. The way they portrayed his daughter, Irie, was awesome. I love that. This is a really good book. This is a 7 out of 10. And then finally for the week we have issue, what is this? Oh no, issue 6 of Titans variant cover with this really cool rendition of Raven. This is telling us a little bit about the Beast stuff going on with Beast World, and I loved this Starfire shit. Was amazing. Oracle Batgirl being in this was sick. This really does feel like a replacement to Justice League. Titans it feels like Teen Titans, but then with like including certain characters and like how it not being just like the established main roster, and like Tempest shows up and this guy shows up and then this guy's there and then Oracle's involved but not. It feels like a Justice League substitute. I really like that. I like how it tied into the event, and I really enjoyed the Starfire stuff. Thought that was great. That was really impressive. I can't wait for the next issue. I'm gonna give I almost wanted to drop this series, but this issue fought me back. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. It was a rough week because I feel like all the books are really good, and I didn't get that many. This is rough. This is rough. Someone's getting cheated here. Someone's getting cheated here. That's 4 books. Someone's getting cheated. I think it's just because what it is. It has to be. It has to be. It isn't an if about it. It has to be in there. Okay, so this is definitely what I want to do. I think this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, this is hard, but Book of Butcher is going to be 5. Miles Morales, 4. Titans, 3. She-Hulk, 2. And then Predator Wolverine, pick of the week. This series is great. It's definitely going to come out as a trade. Get it. It's awesome. Hope we get a sequel series. With that being said, guys, this is all I have for you this week. Stay tuned for next week, hopefully, for what I have in store for you guys then. And with that being said, guys, this is the home to Lamest Taste. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, all at The Vinyl Casket, all one word, where you could subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell for much, much more. Get in the comments. Let's discuss. Let's talk. What did you get? What did you like? What are you reading? What are you not? What movies? Everything. Let's talk about it. Check out the playlist throughout the channel, and do me a massive favor and stay lame.